Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Prediction on Nigeria's breakup may be fulfilled, says Jaga. A former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Atayiru Jega, on Wednesday warned that if preventive measures were not taken, the prediction of the disintegration of Nigeria will come to pass. Jega gave the warning on Wednesday in Abuja in a keynote address he delivered at a conference on 20 years of democracy, organized by Tell magazine. It had been predicted in the build-up to the 2015 general elections that Nigeria would disintegrate. The anticipated crisis was, however, averted when former President Goodluck Jonathan readily accepted his loss to President Muhammadu Buhari. The CIA thought that 2015 was the do-or-die period for Nigeria, that there would not be a Nigeria in the way you know after the 2015 general elections. That has come and passed, but I think if we do not take care, a lot of these predictions will come to pass. That is why we need to do quite a lot, much more than we have ever done in order to protect the integrity of the electoral process before 2023, Jega said. Jega also said the deployment of soldiers and other security operatives during elections was meant to address systemic security challenges. Dignitaries at the event included the chairman of Punch Nigeria Limited, Mrs. Angela Emuwa, publisher of the Source magazine, Comfort Obi, and a former chief of staff to ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, Mike Ogiadome. Also at the event, the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Adams Oshomole, took a swipe at those he called ethnic jingoists. Jega said, a lot has been said about the deployment of security during elections, but we should recognize the fact that in Nigeria we are faced with systemic security challenges. The presence of security is to ensure that the people have the peace of mind to come out to vote freely. The most important thing is to ensure that the security deployed is impartial and not partisan. They should be professional in their conduct. He blamed low turnout of voters during elections on the lack of trust, saying many registered voters failed to vote. Perhaps the clearest evidence of the loss of trust and confidence in the electoral process is the declining voter turnout in elections since 1999. The period data of voter turnout as a percentage of registered voters for elections are 52.3% in 1999, 69.1% in 2003, 57.3% in 2007, 55.4% in 2011, 44% in 2015, and 37% in 2019, he added. According to him, although a lot of improvement has been seen in the past few years, there will be a possible reversal of fortunes in the 2023 elections if money bags continue the use of talks and money to buy votes. Meanwhile, the editor-in-chief to Tell magazine, Nusa Igebo, disagreed with Oshomole over his remark at the event concerning former President Olusegun Obasanjo. Oshomole had, with reference to Obasanjo, said it is unfortunate that a man in his 80s will say Nigeria may break up. Why do you want Nigeria to break up? Don't you want your children to enjoy it? These are people who dismantled the regions, created additional states, and gave us the current structure. Now they are calling for restructuring. Who gave us the present structure? We must be careful of these tribalists who cannot win elections in their own localities. But Igebo rose in defense of Obasanjo, saying, you can accuse Olusegun Obasanjo for anything, but one thing you can't say of him is that he is a tribalist. He is not an ethnic jingoist. Igebo said also warned that if the imperfections witnessed in 2019 were repeated in 2023, there will be no future for Nigeria. The acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Mago, represented by his special assistant, media and publicity, Tony Amokwedu, called on the media to hold leaders accountable on behalf of the people. Mago said, "Let me use the platform to challenge the press to rise up to the occasion as they play their role as the fourth estate of the realm. You must hold leaders accountable at all times. You must, above all, be responsible in the discharge of the dictate task placed on your shoulder." In his contribution, the chairman of APIS, Allen Oyema, singled out ethnicity as the most potent factor militating against the growth and development of the country. He said, "I don't care if all the key actors in government come from one place. What I am after is good governance. Democracy will never get to the level we want it to be if we continue to mouth ethnic nationalism. If we get Nigeria right, she will be better than the whole of Europe put together," he stated. So guys, I think from this whole thing, the panic there is that if nothing is being done, if measures are not being taken, if right things are not being done at the appropriate time, if things are not well put together, that the prediction that that came in 2015 that Nigeria will disintegrate, that for the fact that we were able to overcome that, or Nigeria was able to overcome that, was because Goodluck Jonathan made a big sacrifice by accepting defeat, because it wouldn't have cost a Goodluck Jonathan in the first place to have said, oh, he didn't believe in that result, and something else would have happened. And that was what they were saying, because from the angle of a Buhari's team, they knew quite all right, because they have made a lot of statements that if they are not going to win, or if they are not going to be declared winners, something would have happened. And from the angle of the PDP then too, they believe that PDP had been in power for a long time, that it might not be easy for them to succumb or for them to accept defeat. But the greatest thing that Goodluck Jonathan did was to accept defeat, and he shocked everybody. He shocked the whole world. Nobody ever expected that, and that was why Orubebe was acting the way he did. Nobody believed it. Even the closest persons to Goodluck did not even know that Goodluck was going to take that step, and that was what saved Nigeria. And everybody expected that this present government should have even uh, borrow a leaf from that, should have even continued with that peace atmosphere. But at the end of the day, when somebody who was appointed, who was voted in, who was declared the president, was talking about people who did not vote for him, that people who did not vote for him will not get much benefit from him. And that was when the whole thing of this agitation started again, because the agitation or this separation has been ongoing, but it was really in a low key. But when the president came, he was the one that brought this whole stress, whole wahala everywhere, saying that people who did not vote for you will not get the best of you. And I think that's the way I can really put it. And what do you expect people to say? That means you had already created a kind of a hatred, and you are saying people who voted for you, you are going to be aligning with them. And now Oshomole is coming. You know, the way Oshomole talks, immediately he just bounced on Obasanjo, that Obasanjo is calling for breakup, that he is one of the people that caused this problem. And if you want to make your point known, make your point known. The next thing he was saying, the people that cannot even win election in their locality, they are coming to say breakup. Okay, now you are not encouraging breakup, you are not encouraging restructuring, you are not the one Nigeria that you are clamoring for. You are not doing your best at it to sustain that one Nigeria. So what do you want people to do? And I'm sure if Oshomole was not part of this government, or has not been part of this government that is on the other side, he wouldn't have been saying this, because we know the kind of role this particular Oshomole was playing. Everybody thought he was on the side, because he was already always on the side of the people before he joined government. But as soon as he has joined government, they cannot say the truth again, because they are benefiting from it. And that's why a lot of people don't even trust anybody. Even people who are outside the government now, or outside this present administration, they will be saying what the masses want to hear. But as soon as they are in government, they change totally. And that is where we are having problem. So if you want to compare Obasanjo with Buhari, who is more tribalistic, that Oshomole is, throwing jab at Obasanjo. But that being said, but from the angle of Jega saying the thing that can really bring about this breakup, if care is not taken, he was talking about he was talking in the line of election, our election processes, our voting as attitude and all of that, the turnout and all of that, all this money back, all these irregularities happening in the in election, that it could really cause breakup. But I beg to differ from him, from another angle. With the way this present administration is going, it's enough to break the country because of that statement the president had made right from beginning. And yet they are not even trying to make up things. Who is more tribalistic? Because it is in that line. We know that a lot of things are involved that can cause breakup, because marginalization of the masses. Everybody is angry, everybody is hungry, everybody is not happy, everybody is living in fear as we speak now. Just like I said, and I've been saying, what people could tolerate in the time of PDP or Goodluck Jonathan, what they couldn't tolerate then, but now they have become part and parcel of us, that we are tolerating, that people cannot talk. And on the side of Magu, he was talking about that the journalists have a role to play, that they should hold our leaders accountable. But they are holding them accountable. We know a lot of journalists that are in detention, that have been locked up as a result of trying to say things the way they are, just the way it ought to be said. Now they are being locked up. All these people are just playing to the gallery. They are just saying all of these things. They want to say things that people will want to hear. But in reality, they are not doing all of those things they are talking about. They are not doing it. So guys, that is just my own opinion concerning what Jega has said, that if care is not taken, that this breakup will be fulfilled, will come to pass. So I would like to hear from you what you think about this whole thing, about the breakup, about the contributions of all the people that were in that event, and people who were supporting Obasanjo, and Oshomole throwing jab at Obasanjo and all of that, and points points the points Jega was really making that could cause a disintegration. Please leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.